So I just got the Yohood Basketball Hoop, and in this video I want to do an assembly and give my first impressions of this. So here's all the pieces it comes with. So the first thing to do is to attach the wheels and the post. And to do that, we're going to go ahead and need this pin. So it's going to be a little tricky, but the first thing to do is to put it through the wheel, just like so, and then fit it through the hole. And now before going all the way, this has to be flipped upside down, just like so. And now we see the pole over here. And now this is going to be post labeled Y. This can go right here. And then you just fit this pin through it and then push down here, and then the pin can be pushed in easier. And now the other wheel can be placed right underneath. And then make sure the pin is pushed all the way, so now it's going to be nice and tight. And this is what we have so far, but this is going to be faced the wrong way, so I just want to flip it over. Just like that. Now it's time to grab post X and place it on top so we can screw it in. And we're going to be using one of the screws from this baggie labeled M8 by 85 millimeters. Now it's time to screw in the support beams up here, and we're going to need one of these screws. This is going to be the 85 millimeter, and then two 20 millimeter ones. So this is the curved portion, and we want the curve facing outwards like this, and this will go right over here. And then same thing for the other side, and then the bolt can go right through it. And we're going to leave this a little bit loose so we can go ahead and position these support beams correctly. And then same thing on this other side. And now this can be tightened. So now it's time to attach the hoop to the backboard. And we're also going to be grabbing the backboard bracket, which is going to be this over here. And this can actually be bent over, so I'm going to do that ahead of time right now. And there, now it's going to look like a Y. So we're going to be using 4 screws, 2 35 milliliter ones, and then 2 with the spring. So the hoop can go right in here, and then the spring screws are going to go at the top. Now the bracket can go in the back here, followed by a washer, and then the nut. And then we're doing the same thing for up top here with the spring. And at the bottom too, we're using the smaller screw, and make sure that the washer is there. And then another washer right here, followed by the nut. And then repeat that one more time for the bottom one. And now the screws have to be tightened, but to make it easier, this can be flipped upside down. And the bracket's going to be screwed in over here. So if it's not bent all the way, this can be bent even more. Just like so. And we're going to be using the 16 millimeter screws, so the washer can go right through, and then this can be screwed into place. And then same thing on the other side. All right, so now this can be flipped upside down again, and it's time to install the top pole, and this is going to be labeled W. So this just goes right over here, and we're going to be using these 2 holes for the screw, and it's going to be the long 85 millimeter ones. And now the nut can be put in, and there's going to be 2 in here, by the way. Now it's time to install everything, so we can go ahead and pull this downwards, and this can be inserted into the hole. And now we can use these other parts to go ahead and screw it here in the back. All right, now we can bring it up. So I end up adding this knob over here, and now the last thing to do is to go ahead and fill this up with water or sand, and in this case I'm just going to go ahead and use a hose of water. So here's the finished basket. Nice.